Hey guys, this is our 14th weekly vlog in our 2018 series, and we're about to play some Thunderstone Advance. First of all, let me get a little sip here. Product placement. But we've had this game set up for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, you guys have heard me say over and over again, hey, we're gonna play this game, and we never have, so we're gonna do it. We're about halfway through the game. There's 2 keys exposed, which if you remember from last time, that's sort of what triggers the end of the game when you get 4. And we're moving right along. I can't say who's winning. I would say probably Brian at this point.
Slight edge.
Yeah, I would say it's you. We were in there playing the game, and a mask fell off the wall, and it tumbled down, scratched our floor, and fell right there. And it's a really heavy jade mask, and it's sad his ear chipped, and he was not cheap, so that's super sad. It's just also very strange. It's been 2 hours, and we still only have 2 keys out, so we are progressing, but these guys right here are really hard to kill with the kind of cards we have, so it's definitely proving challenging, but we will eventually persevere. It's funny, we went a really long time with no keys coming out other than the first 2, and now the other 2 came out pretty quickly, so we're right towards the end.
Fight her.
And she came out, and so the game is pretty much almost over. Sorry for the glare, guys, but trust me, that's the end boss. Alright, just like last time, we're going to do our reveal. What did you get?
I got 50.
You win.
Wow. What did you get?
44.
That's a close game.
Not really. I could tell I wasn't winning this.
It's fun. I think it took us almost 3 hours to play.
Yeah, and I'm not having...
To be honest, in the middle, I'm doing wash and whatnot, you know, so...
Yeah, and I'm not on top of my game today. Not feeling 100%, but it was fun.
Good game.
Yep. Hey guys, it's Saturday morning, and I'm going to get my hair done, so that's why it's not done, because you can't wash it before you do that. But while I was getting ready, Brian has already been batch cooking
a bunch of shrimp stir fry.
Ton of shrimp stir fry, because he's already taken some out to the freezer. That's not all of it right there. Oh, it is it? Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you'd already taken a load out. Alright, this is becoming a tradition. When I come back from having my hair done, Brian makes crab legs. I like this tradition. This is nice. And there's more on the way. That's not all of them. So it's not fully dry yet, but here's the hair. It's shorter. I got like 1.5 inches taken off, and then of course color. So you guys saw very briefly as we had to empty the Closet of Doom. Was that last week or the week before? Anyway, recently when we had our carpet stretched upstairs. So we found
did a mini clean on it.
Yeah, we did. We purged some stuff, sorted through some stuff, but really fast. That's why I didn't film at all, because it was on a work night. So we're gonna go through some of the things that we found now in more detail. So we actually found some pretty cool stuff that we forgot we had, and I apologize for the glare, but these are in like a plastic, protective sleeve.
There's like 24 signatures, and we also
from the TV show 24.
Yeah, 24. This is cool. So these right here are pieces of the costumes they actually wore. So
oh wow!
This is a piece of Jack Bauer's.
That's actually really neat. Yeah.
I think that's a piece of her shirt. Whatever.
That's neat.
And then we got some cool autographs from Star Trek. We got 2 of, what's her name again? You on the show?
Deanna Troi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some autographs.
Sorry for the glare, guys. Maybe if I hold it up. Yeah, that's much better. There you go. I can see it much better.
And this is really cool.
So there's also Next Generation and also Voyager, and these are signed, which is pretty neat.
And this is a card set from Return of Superman comic series, and they're all signed. I don't know if you can tell, they're all signed by the artist, and actually that's his certificate.
That's really cool.
And then we're going to open up these. I think we're going to try to do some sped up footage of opening these up, and then we'll see what the hull is, you know, the
like
cool
the special
stuff.
cards.
The cool stuff at the end.
So if you're wondering why we aren't selling these since they're sealed, he looked them up. They're not really worth anything, so we just figured it'd be more fun to open them. And then last but not least, you guys saw we found a Laserdisc player, but we also found Laserdiscs. Yeah,
I found my collection of Laserdiscs. It's kind of funny. It's just a weird collection. Tales of the Crypt, a Sonic Youth Laserdisc.
That's a Laserdisc?
Yeah, so it's probably like videos or something. Pink Floyd, The Wall, of course. You can see how much these were originally.
You have to turn it up.
$35.
pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Because these are old.
But I didn't pay $35 for any of these because by the time I did Laserdisc, they were...
It was a thing of the past.
Pulp Fiction. This is funny, some random Star Trek episodes.
Yeah, why not?
So if you've never seen a Laserdisc, here's what they look like.
You see Brian's face and you see the light.
It's the size of a record. And you actually have to flip them. They're on two sides. So this movie, Empire of the Sun, is actually 2 Laserdiscs. And
so you'd have to flip it each time.
Right. So
during the movie.
So somewhere in the movie, it will just stop, and then you gotta get up and flip it and continue.
That's a great design.
It's funny.
It is funny. I ended up helping Brian because it was so many in the pack, and I went through all of these one by one just to make sure he didn't miss anything. We only got one special out of the entire box, so a full box of all these packs you see here. We only produced one, but it's a really amazing one. It's a piece of Frodo's shirt from the actual movie, and you can even touch it, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to mess it up. But
I touched it.
You did touch it, so that's actually pretty amazing. I think for a special card, that's like really, really special. I mean, how lucky is that to get the main character's piece of his clothes?
Yeah, we started a next box and already got a special.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a foil, so that's a special from the next box. So then these from the first box are some of the ones I thought were pretty neat, that even though they're not special, especially like the movie poster one, but these are pretty cool. And in case you're wondering, yes, we're big Lord of the Rings fans. I would say of fandoms, this is probably my favorite, of like popular fandoms. And then those are all the just extras of stuff, but yeah, I thought this was neat.
Another special.
Oh wow. Ooh, Aragon. Nice. We finished all of the Lord of the Rings boxes that we had, and we got, these are just the checklist cards, but it has the movie poster on the front, so we kept those. We've got all of these are foils. And then we got this signed one, which Brian's not happy with at all, because it's, it's sort of a, I don't know, no-name character. And then the best one is this piece of Frodo's shirt. And then this is pretty cool too, though, part of his cloak. So that's pretty neat. I mean, it's not bad. All right, Lord of the Rings is done. So we are moving on to Serenity now.
And 24.
You can do 24. I never watched that show, so I'm not into it. All right, so this group of 5 cards right here is what Brian got from the 24 box.
Unfortunately, the nice specials, I mean, the really good specials, it's repeats of whatever we have. You have her shirt or whatever, Carl Sue's signature, and then 3 foils. It's weird about these foil shots. They're not really exciting shots. It's weird.
Yeah, that is strange. So I finished going through Serenity, and it was like the jackpot of special stuff. So it had, he's the main bad guy from the movie, had a piece of his clothing. But then over here, I got 3 foils. This makes like a big piece. And then this one I'm not really clear on, but I don't think it goes with these. Then I got his autograph, so he plays Simon. Then that's a special card, but we're not really clear on what. At first I thought it was going to be the list of what's in the box, but it's not. But it's definitely unique. Then I got 2 of these foils, which are also different shape, of the women of Serenity. So pretty neat. That was a really good box. That was just one box, so that was pretty good. And then also got these regular cards of all of the main characters. So if you're a fan of Firefly or Serenity, you remember all these folks.
Alright, we just finished opening Firepower DC box, and there are a ton, I mean like a ton of these foil cards right here. Keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. And yep, there's Wonder Woman right there. And we did have actually one hologram card right there. It's kind of hard to see. It is a hologram. It's really neat. All right, we're going to continue.
All right, after all of this, we're going to take a break until tomorrow. There's 2 more boxes left to go.
Of Return of Superman, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to these sets.
So we just did this. This was the final set that we did, and it only had these 2 foils, but they are very cool. I got the Joker and Aquaman. In case you're wondering why we've been inside doing sort of winter rainy day things, it's because it's cold and raining today. Even though it's well into April, we're still having unseasonably cold weather and it's raining. Good morning, it's Sunday. You hear my bagel pop. Brian, while I was getting ready this morning, cooked a whole ton of Indian food, and our house smells like an Indian restaurant now. It actually smells really good. So what did you put in this?
So this is just fake chicken, I don't know, they call
vegetarian?
Yeah, they call it chicken strips, but it's like cubes. But I bought like an Indian sauce. This is the red curry sauce. It is hot.
Wow.
Hot in a good way. I love it.
Nice. One thing we're very glad of is that we did not go to Carowinds yesterday. We had planned to. Again, this was our take 2 attempt, excuse me, and we didn't go because it was cold and rainy. They closed at 1 yesterday, so I'm so glad we didn't make that drive, only for them to close early, so that was a good call. We really want to get down there, but at this point it's going to be a while before we're going to have a weekend that we can, because we have all kinds of cool plans coming up. Next weekend we're doing stuff with friends, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then the following weekend we might, if the weather is good, go to the zoo. And then our Vegas trip is coming up, so we're very excited about that. Yesterday it rained all day, and this morning it's like 35, so it got very chilly. I guess it was a cold front that came through. So again, we're back to unseasonably cold weather, and it looked like from the forecast it's gonna stay that way this week, like where it gets cold at night and then either high in the 50s or high in the 60s during the day. I'm hoping the forecast changes and it doesn't stay that way this whole week. I'm honestly just over the cool weather. I'm ready for, I know 60s isn't bad, but that's the high. So like when I walk at lunch, it's nowhere near that warm yet. So I'm ready. It's more like in the 40s when I walk. I'm ready for it to be 60 when I walk. That would be nice. So I'll show you the progression of the greening outside. It's pretty dramatic, even compared to last week. I'm not gonna go out on the screen porch like I did last week because the pollen is so bad. I don't know if you can see it, but where it rained, you know, it actually pushed some in over there. That's what that yellow is right there. But even here, it is so bad. So I don't wanna track that in the house. But you can just tell, even from last week, the leaves on this tree right here closest to me are now visible. Last week they were just buds. Out in the woods, everything's exploding into green. It just looks beautiful. And our dogwood over here is now in full bloom. And unfortunately, without going outside, I can't see the azaleas and see if they ended up, the other bush ended up blooming, but I would guess it is by now because I saw our neighbor's pink azaleas are blooming. So I would think it has at this point. All right, this is part 2 of the great unboxing and unwrapping of these collector cards that we brought out of that closet. There's only 2 boxes left. We just ran out of steam yesterday because I think we did it for like 2 or 3 hours. So we've got these 2 Superman boxes, and Brian is a huge Superman fan, so I think he saved these for last on purpose. All right, this is the final pile. I mean, this is huge. It's taking up most of the table. And then out of those 2 boxes, we got, each box had 2 foils. So it makes the S, you can see, but we got 2 duplicates, but he actually thinks he has some of these from a previous time that he opened some of these, so hopefully he has the entire S. All right, so we have this giant garbage bag pretty much full of stuff. And we actually were talking about how this was actually a lot of fun. It was like a nice trip down memory lane because when we were younger, we were really into this kind of stuff. So it's really fun.
I mentioned that. So all these boxes, we actually bought these in our college years. So that's many years ago, like over 20 years ago to be sort of precise. Hey guys, it's Monday. We're having yet another unseasonably cool day, but they're claiming we're going to be in the 80s by Friday, so that will be awesome. What I'd really love though is some highs in the 70s. It feels like every year we go from like cold to really hot, but we'll see. Otherwise, pretty uneventful Monday.
not much happened. It was just a typical work day, and now I'm about to get ready to make dinner and get ready to relax this evening. Happy Tuesday! It's Tuesday now, and work week's moving along, and gorgeous, gorgeous day outside. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's 60s today. It's just amazing. Can't complain about that. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but to me, it's so funny how quickly the green is coming out. I know I've said that a couple of times, but it really is. It's just, every day I look outside out the back and it's greener and greener. So spring's finally here. It took a while to get here, but it's here now. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Been a relatively uneventful, but yet another gorgeous day. Sorry to keep saying that, but we've not had the greatest spring. It's been a cool spring. We had a warm February, cold spring. So I'm happy for this nice weather. It's still not warm yet. It's in the 60s, but sun's out, feels good. They're saying 80 later this week. I'll take it. It's good. It was a pretty good day today. I did want to start a new thing. I enjoyed you guys answer so much about your favorite ride last week. I thought I would start a question of the week for you guys to answer down below in the comments. I actually really enjoyed seeing what all of you liked for your favorite ride. So this week's question is, what is your favorite table service restaurant at the Magic Kingdom? Picking a harder question, or at least I think it's harder. Well, it's not hard for me. I'll go ahead and tell mine just like I did last time. Hopefully that's not influencing anyone's answer. I don't think it would. Ours is by far, hands down, Skipper's Canteen. In fact, it's the only place I really want to eat at the Magic Kingdom, but everyone has different tastes, everyone has different preferences. To be fair, I haven't even eaten it everywhere at the Magic Kingdom. I like the Plaza. It's been a while since we've been there. I think it's 2015 maybe, but I do like it. We have never eaten at Tony's. We have eaten at Cinderella's Royal Table twice, and for me personally, it's not worth the money. The atmosphere's cool. I mean, can't be eaten in the castle. It's cool that the meet and greets are there with the princesses. Although, to be honest, the first time I went, you only got your picture with Cinderella downstairs, and then there were no characters while you ate. And I actually enjoyed that better because it was, you know, nice and peaceful. Now, the last time I went, it was still a few years ago, with all the princesses, it's quite chaotic. And then, to me, the food is just not that good there for the price. If it was normal table service price, sure, but for the price, I would rather get California Grill for that price. Be Our Guest, I've only been to at lunch, so again, I don't feel like that's a true review of it because they have totally different food at dinner and it's a table service, whereas at lunch it's a quick service, sort of, modified quick service. I like it, but they don't have a lot for Brian that fills him up. They have vegetarian options, don't get me wrong. They're just small and not filling. It's like they think if you're a vegetarian, you're on a diet. He always leaves hungry and needs to get something else. So we don't really eat there much because of that, just because the serving size for what it costs seems small for him. For me, I can get plenty of food. I get the gluten-free version of the roast beef sandwich and it's huge. So it's not an issue for me, but I think he tried the quiche and maybe one other thing, and they were both really tiny. So anyway, just curious what your, oh, and I think Liberty Tree Inn. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. That shows you how long it's been since we've eaten there. We used to really enjoy it, and then they took away Brian's favorite entree, which honestly I can't even tell you what it was, but they took it away. It might have been a veggie burger, or maybe, I can't remember. And they replaced it with something else vegetarian that he is not a fan of. So we quit going there, and I can take it or leave it. I never hated it, but I never loved it. But once they opened Skipper's Canteen, that's a place we can both agree on, we both enjoy. So yeah, for us, I think hands down it would be that. So I'm curious about your preference for table service at Magic Kingdom. And yes, you are allowed, Judith, to say that you leave. I know a lot of people do that too, and that's actually what we usually do as well. We don't do a lot of table service at Magic Kingdom. Hello, it's Thursday, almost my favorite day of the week, which will be tomorrow, which will start the new vlog. I hope you've enjoyed this week. It's, other than the massive amounts of collectible opening, it's been a rather uneventful week. This weekend's gonna be fun. We're having our friends Beverly and Brent over to play some games, and then Sunday I'm going out with a bunch of girlfriends. So lots of fun stuff coming up this weekend. Really looking forward to it, and more importantly, the weather is awesome now. Today it's in the 70s. Tomorrow I think it's gonna be in the 80s. It's back into the weather that I love. Unfortunately, the pollen, it's funny, even though pollen looked terrible, up until now it hadn't really bothered me that much. And today my eyes are burning. So I think something new has started pollinating, or maybe it's just because it's super windy today, but I'm definitely feeling it now, but it's part of that circle of life, right? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. As always, we appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. Until our next adventure.